Welcome to Monday Night Raw. We are less than 2 weeks away from Royal Rumble. It's a high-stakes showdown tonight. The Creed brothers go toe-to-toe with the dark and disturbing duo from the Wyatt Sicks, Dexter Lumis, and Joe Gacy. The winners face the New Day for a shot at the War Raiders and the World Tag Team titles. Once the queens of Toxic Attraction, but now, cracks are showing. Jacy Jayne, fed up with Mandy Rose's failures, looks to prove she's more than just backup. Tonight, these allies collide to decide the future of Toxic Attraction. Gunther has his sights set on Finn Balor and the World Heavyweight title at Royal Rumble. But tonight, he looks to send a painful message through Balor's ally, JD McDonagh. Tensions boil over tonight. Hardcore champion Ludwig Kaiser joins forces with Drew McIntyre after blindsiding Sami Zayn last week, paving the way for McIntyre's win. Now, Zayn teams with R-Truth to fight back in this explosive tag team clash. Ladies and gentlemen, we are kicking things off in a big way. Here comes CM Punk, and by the look on his face, he's got something to get off his chest. CM Punk just made it crystal clear. He's entering the Royal Rumble, and he's got one goal in mind: to go through 29 other superstars and get another shot at Finn Balor and the World Heavyweight title. Wait a minute, here comes Seth Rollins. The Visionary is making his way to the ring, and you know he's not about to let CM Punk have the spotlight all to himself. Rollins isn't holding back. He's telling Punk to step aside, reminding him that he already had his chance at Clash at the Castle and came up short against Finn Balor. Oh, come on! Seth Rollins just blindsided CM Punk with a cheap shot, taking him down hard. And now, Rollins is completely unhinged, stomping away and planting Punk's head into the mat with a devastating stomp. Rollins stands tall. He's just made a statement to Punk, and every other superstar is eyeing the Royal Rumble.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Yamaguchi, Japan, representing Damage Control, the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane.
Here comes the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane, a world-traveled veteran with her eyes firmly locked on the Intercontinental Championship. After costing Lyra Valkyria her match last week, Sane's made it clear she's not done with the champ, and tonight she's looking to send another message.
And her opponent. From Phoenix, Arizona, representing the Dungeon Dolls, Maxine Dupree.
Here comes Maxine Dupree, full of confidence and riding a wave of momentum in recent weeks. But let's be honest, she's stepping into the ring with one of the most agile and battle-tested competitors in Kairi Sane. Does Maxine really have what it takes to pull this one off? Maxine Dupree comes out of the gate with fire in her eyes. She's not backing down from the veteran Kairi Sane. Dupree's showing heart, showing grit, and trying to prove she belongs in the ring with one of the absolute best. But Kairi Sane's had enough. She turns the tide with that explosive speed and pinpoint precision. The Pirate Princess is reminding Dupree exactly why she's a former champion. Now Sane's in full control, unleashing that signature high-paced offense that leaves no room to breathe. And now Kairi Sane's headed to the top turnbuckle. She's looking to end it right here, right now. Sane takes flight with the insane elbow. Picture perfect impact on Dupree.
Here is your winner, Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane picks up the win tonight, but hold on. Here comes the Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria's had enough of the sneak attacks and the mind games. And in no uncertain terms, she just accepted Kairi's challenge for the Intercontinental title at the Royal Rumble. Raw's general manager, Adam Pearce, is on his way to the ring. And when he's got a microphone in hand, you know something big is about to go down. Adam Pearce just acknowledged that both Bronson Reed and Sheamus have made powerful cases for an Intercontinental title shot. And now, Pearce has officially booked it. A last man standing match between these two at the Royal Rumble to settle their rivalry once and for all. The stakes couldn't be higher, because the winner of that brutal encounter will go on to challenge Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental Championship at Elimination Chamber next month. Who will emerge victorious in this last man standing match and earn himself a date with Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental Championship?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Tampa, Florida, Jacy Jayne.
The tension's been building for weeks, and now Jacy Jayne is stepping out from the shadows. No more playing second fiddle to Mandy Rose. Jacy looks laser-focused tonight. She's here to make a statement, and if you're Mandy Rose, you've got to be feeling the pressure.
And her opponent. From Yorktown Heights, New York, Mandy Rose.
And here comes Mandy Rose, the self-proclaimed centerpiece of Toxic Attraction. But tonight, her leadership is under fire. With Jacy Jayne threatening to break away, we're about to find out if Mandy can still stand on her own. Here we go. Mandy Rose and Jacy Jayne waste no time, locking up in an intense back-and-forth battle from the opening bell. Both women are fighting to prove they were the true alpha of Toxic Attraction, and neither is backing down an inch. Mandy Rose is starting to take control now, using that power and experience to wear Jacy Jayne down. You can see it in her eyes. Rose is out here to make a statement, to remind Jacy who led Toxic Attraction to the top. She's not just wrestling, she's asserting her dominance with every move. Mandy's looking for the bed of roses. This could be it, but Jacy Jayne counters. Jayne's fighting back with everything she's got, turning the tide and showing she's not going down without a fight. Jayne's got the submission locked in tight. But Rose powers out, showing that trademark strength. Yet Jayne stays on her, refusing to let the momentum slip away. Jayne is firmly in control now. She sends Mandy Rose crashing down with a thunderous superplex from the top rope. And she's not done. Jayne hoists her up and drives her into the mat with a devastating spine buster. Now Jayne's stalking her prey. Jayne strikes with the rolling elbow, right on the jaw of Mandy Rose.
Here is your winner, Jacy Jayne.
Jacy Jayne has done it. She's just pinned Mandy Rose. What a huge win. But wait, what is she doing now? Oh my God. Jayne's got a steel chair, and she's unloading on Mandy Rose. This isn't just about victory. This is betrayal at its most brutal. Hold on a second. Something's happening backstage. We're getting word of a commotion, and it looks like all hell is breaking loose back there. Damian Priest has had enough. He stormed backstage, and now he's unloading on Braun Breaker, unleashing a furious brawl after last week's brutal assault. This is absolute chaos. Priest and Breaker are tearing the place apart, and if tonight is any indication, this rivalry is far from over.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 220 pounds, R-Truth.
Here comes R-Truth, and he looks all business tonight. After that cowardly post-match ambush attempt by Ludwig Kaiser last week, thankfully stopped by Sami Zayn, Truth finally gets his chance at revenge on the hardcore champion.
And his partner. From Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn.
And here comes Sami Zayn, fired up and ready for a fight. After stepping in to stop Ludwig Kaiser's brutal ambush on R-Truth, and then getting blindsided himself last week, Zayn has been itching to get his hands on the hardcore champion.
And their opponents. First, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre.
Here comes Drew McIntyre, who found himself in the right place at the right time last week, capitalizing on Ludwig Kaiser's ambush to score an easy win over Sami Zayn. Now, in a rare alliance, McIntyre teams up with Kaiser, returning the favor as they look to take out Zayn and R-Truth together.
And his partner. From Hanover, Germany, weighing in at 220 pounds, representing Imperium, he is the hardcore champion, Ludwig Kaiser.
And here comes Ludwig Kaiser, oozing confidence and looking to prove he's not just hardcore champion material, but championship caliber across the board. Kaiser's been targeting R-Truth and Sami Zayn for weeks, and tonight he's out to show the world exactly why he believes he's above them both. And here we go. R-Truth wasting no time, coming out like a house of fire against the Scottish psychopath. Drew McIntyre just shrugs him off. Look at that raw power. That's why he's one of the most dangerous men in WWE today. McIntyre now taking control, slowing the pace, asserting his dominance early in this tag team encounter. McIntyre just manhandling R-Truth right now. This is absolute domination by the Scottish psychopath. And here comes Ludwig Kaiser, tag made. Great tandem offense by McIntyre and Kaiser. And now Ludwig wastes no time, picking apart R-Truth with that calculated, methodical style. Ludwig Kaiser with the figure 4 leg lock, and R-Truth is in a world of trouble. But wait, R-Truth turns it over. He reverses the pressure and forces Kaiser to break the hold. And now R-Truth hoists up the hardcore champion and drops him with the attitude adjustment. Cover now, hook of the leg, and Kaiser kicks out at 2. Here comes Sami Zayn. And he is unleashing weeks of frustration on the hardcore champion. Kaiser's getting rocked. Kaiser scrambles to the corner, makes the tag. And here comes Drew McIntyre. McIntyre catches Zayn mid-run. Future shock DDT, plants him. The cover now. Hook of the leg, and Zayn kicks out at 2.5. Sami Zayn with a counter, trying to wear down McIntyre, looking for any opening he can find. But McIntyre powers out. Claymore, out of nowhere. He covers Zayn, and R-Truth just barely breaks it up in time. McIntyre is relentless right now, just punishing Sami Zayn with every ounce of aggression he's got. Tag made to Ludwig Kaiser. And now the hardcore champion is looking to finish the job. Kaiser with the reverse STO DDT. He hooks the leg, but once again, R-Truth dives in to break up the pin. Kaiser makes a critical mistake. Zayn capitalizes and drops him with a suplex right in the center of the ring. And now Zayn turns his attention to McIntyre. DDT on the apron. McIntyre crashes to the floor. Zayn back inside. Blue Thunderbomb to Kaiser. He's got him down. Cover now.
Here are your winners, R-Truth and Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn gets the win for his team, pinning the hardcore champion Ludwig Kaiser right in the center of the ring. That's a huge statement by Zayn, and you've got to believe this puts him firmly in the conversation for a shot at the title.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Ontario, California, Sol Ruca.
Here comes Sol Ruca, riding a wave of momentum after standing toe-to-toe with the experienced and dangerous Liv Morgan in recent weeks. She's been fighting for another shot at Morgan, but tonight she faces a whole new challenge in the debuting and intimidating Zaraya.
And her opponent. From Townsville, Australia, Zaraya.
And making her debut on the main roster, here comes Zaraya. She's powerful, fearless, and determined to make an immediate impact by proving she belongs on this stage with a dominant performance tonight. Sol Ruca and Zaraya lock up, and right from the start, it's a clash of styles. Sol's athleticism against Zaria's power. It's fast-paced, back-and-forth action. Neither competitor able to gain a clear edge in these opening moments. Zaraya powers through with brute strength, just overwhelming Sol Ruca with sheer force. That's the difference maker right there. Zaraya using her power to ground the high flyer and dominate the pace. Zaraya is now firmly in control, dictating the tempo and punishing Sol Ruca with every move she delivers. Zaraya senses the end is near. She's in the corner, locked in, eyes focused on Sol Ruca. She charges. Spear! Absolutely devastating. Zaraya hooks the leg. Zaraya picks up the win in her debut match, making a huge statement tonight. Wait a minute. Liv Morgan is getting into the ring and unloading on Sol Ruca. But Zaraya steps in and saves Sol from the assault, sending Liv crashing out of the ring. With Zarya now entangled in this heated rivalry between Sol Ruka and Liv Morgan, tensions are reaching a boiling point. What does this mean for all three superstars moving forward? And how long before this explodes into absolute chaos?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, representing Imperium, he is the ring general, Gunther.
Here comes Gunther, and he looks absolutely focused. Tonight isn't just about JD McDonagh. It's about sending a message straight to Finn Balor. The ring general is desperate for the World Heavyweight title, and he plans to make an example out of Judgment Day's own to prove it.
And his opponent. From Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 180 pounds, representing the Judgment Day, JD McDonagh.
Here comes JD McDonagh, ready to fight with purpose as he looks to punish Gunther for daring to challenge Finn Balor. JD's not just fighting for himself tonight. He's out to weaken the ring general ahead of Balor's world title defense. JD McDonagh comes out swinging, bringing the fight to Gunther early, determined to soften up the ring general for his Judgment Day leader, Finn Balor. But Gunther turns it around with a counter. Just like that, the ring general takes control. Now he's punishing JD McDonagh with ruthless precision, sending a clear, painful message to the World Heavyweight Champion. Gunther is completely dismantling JD McDonagh right now. Methodical, merciless offense from the ring general. And now the Boston Crab is locked in. Wait a minute, McDonagh rolls through. Small package, desperate pin attempt. JD McDonagh senses the momentum shifting. He's back on his feet and taking the fight right to Gunther. With speed and precision, McDonagh is mounting the pressure, using his athleticism to wear down the ring general. JD McDonagh is putting on an absolute clinic right now, impressing the crowd with every move he hits. And believe it or not, Gunther is on the back foot. The ring general is reeling. And now look at this. McDonagh mocking Gunther, delivering his own powerbomb. But Gunther powers out at 2. Gunther's back on his feet, and he blocks McDonagh's offense. The ring general is fighting back, slowly regaining control with that signature intensity. And now Gunther unleashes a barrage of offense, overpowering JD McDonagh once again with pure authority and raw power. Gunther's going for the kill, lifts McDonagh high into the air and drives him down with a devastating powerbomb.
Here is your winner, Gunther.
Gunther secures the victory in dominant fashion. And now the ring general's not finished. He's grabbed a steel chair and is unleashing a brutal post-match assault, sending a chilling message to Finn Balor that he's coming for the World Heavyweight Championship.
The following tag team contest, scheduled for one fall, is a World Tag Team Championship No. 1 contender qualification match. Introducing first. Weighing in at a combined weight of 515 pounds, representing American-made, Brutus Creed and Julius Creed, the Creed brothers.
Here come the Creed brothers, Brutus and Julius, laser-focused and hungry for another shot at the World Tag Team titles. But to move one step closer, they've got to survive the eerie and unpredictable force of the Wyatt Sicks. Can the Creeds power their way into the next round?
And their opponents. Weighing in at a combined weight of 488 pounds, representing Wyatt Sicks, Dexter Lumis, and Joe Gacy.
And now things are about to get unsettling. Here come the Wyatt Sicks, Dexter Lumis, and Joe Gacy, moving with purpose and menace. They're not just here to win. They want to punish the Creed brothers and send a chilling message to the entire tag team division. This World Tag Team Championship No. 1 contender qualification match is underway, and Brutus Creed comes out fired up, bringing the fight straight to Joe Gacy. And here comes Julius Creed off the tag, Relentless intensity as the Creed brothers look to dominate early and make a statement. Julius Creed has Jacy reeling, driving him into the mat and keeping him on the back foot with that explosive offense. But Jacy turns it around. Just like that, he bounces back and takes control, shifting the momentum in favor of the Wyatt Sicks. Joe Jacy is absolutely relentless right now, hammering away at Julius Creed, determined to make a statement to the entire tag team division through the Creed brothers. And now the tag to Dexter Lumis, cold, calculated, and continuing the assault on Julius without saying a single word. Julius Creed with a counter, digging deep and fighting back with everything he's got. Belly-to-belly suplex. And another one. Julius is throwing Dexter Lumis around the ring like a man possessed. Now a huge elbow drop. Julius is wearing Lumis down, trying to shift the momentum back in the Creed brothers' favor. Tag made. Here comes Brutus Creed. But wait, Dexter Lumis was ready. He counters and shuts Brutus down with eerie precision. Lumis is unloading now, cold, emotionless, and punishing Brutus.
There's a tag.
And now Joe Jacy is back in, picking up right where Lumis left off, continuing the assault on Brutus Creed. Joe Jacy with a springboard clothesline takes down Brutus Creed with authority, then turns and knocks Julius off the apron. Now Jacy is back onto Brutus with a huge splash.
Here are your winners, Wyatt Sicks.
The Wyatt Sicks did it. They've defeated the Creed brothers in a brutal, unsettling display, and they're moving on in the tournament. Next stop, a showdown with the New Day, where the winners will earn the right to challenge the War Raiders for the World Tag Team titles. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video.